This is now the game in college lacrosse. And Klockner Stadium bursting with anticipation. Maryland and Virginia have combined to win the last 3 national championships. Ruppel making his 4th start.
Yeah, Ruppel is a big-time high school recruit.
Here's Griffin Schutz all the way to the cage, and Ruppel standing his ground on the doorstep.
But what you lose with McNaney is a championship pedigree, and he's so cool and calm under pressure. I got an opportunity to talk to him pre-game when he was on the bench just hanging out, and he's anxious to get back with his team. He's got 2 years of eligibility.
Cormier on the inside. Garno again, over to McConvey, now Schellenberger, coming off a 10-point game. Schutz, save Ruppel, used the body, Zappitello picks it up.
A situation like that, Anish, worst comes to worst, just cheap it to the opposite side.
6-on-4 now becomes 6-on-5. Right in on the doorstep again, and Maryland able to come away with it.
Ruppel looks comfortable.
He does. Remember, this was a guy who made his debut against Princeton. Princeton was a championship weekend team a season ago and played well in that game against the Tigers, 14 out of 19.
42, 10 in red. Under the radar recruit, not even in the top 100 inside lacrosse recruits for his class.
Kyle long shot, first save by Nunes. For Virginia, creates a turnover. Here's Zinn, he can fly. Evan Zinn over to Cormier. Schellenberger from the wing, Ruppel falling down, makes the save.
Kate Sawstead, this is strength in the length there. Use the perimeter, be a speed dodger.
Brennan against Zinn, shot clock down to 5, low shot, saved by Nunes. His second after allowing 3 straight. Tell you what, you lose a guy like Logan McNaney. The first game after McNaney tore his ACL against Loyola, Teddy Dolan got the start. That was against Syracuse. Dolan, a grad transfer from Binghamton, as that shot hits the cage. Dan Morris, McNaney. Pretty good lineage. Dixon to McConvey. That's a save by Ruppel, his 4th. It will stay with Virginia. Shot clock resets to 60, closest to the ball when it goes out. Awarded possession on a shot.
He's not just making saves, but he's making some difficult ones. I mean, McConvey put that ball offside hip. You saw the quick reaction of Ruppel, the true freshman.
D-midi to a corner, or a DB.
Absolutely, it's not just the movements, it's also...
Urksa beats his man who gambled, lost it near the crease, and Nunes clamps down.
It's also schematically how they're attacked, right? Like,
here's Patrick McIntosh. He had a 6-goal game against Hopkins. Now Ricky Miezon. Miezon fires a bouncer. So Maryland scored the first 3, Virginia the last 3. Lasala wins the faceoff, lost it. Urksa's shot denied. They'll try to chase it down in a sea of white. Both these teams, really, that's the standard now. It's what you do not in mid-March, but in mid-May. Owen Murphy with a high bouncer. Murphy in the 2 games against Virginia last year sets up its offense. Final 90 seconds of the first half. Maryland started on a 3-0 run, then 6 straight by Virginia. Schellenberger's shot saved by Ruppel, his 6th. One last chance, 15 seconds. Here comes Kelly toward the cage. Nunes denied the angle. There's a flag down. Makar and Zappitello and Sawstead getting in your business. Here comes Brennan down the alley, shoots low, hit the cage. Speed, he would isolate a defender. Everybody would clear out. And we saw him dust some of the best defenders in the country. Nunes the saves on Murphy. Here's Connor. Over to Petey Lasala. Can Lasala do it at the other end? Nothing on that shot. And an easy one for Ruppel. Schutz picked up by Jack McDonald. Schutz feeding Dixon. Ruppel is there to deny the 5-hole. Ruppel springs out of the cage.
A lot of young goalies are antsy and they guess. He kind of pauses for a second. And that's a big thing for a young goalie, to pause and really identify the technique of the shooter. And that's what Ruppel's able to do.
Look at Miazon, and Ruppel eats it up.
See that? There's no guessing in his game. Too early. If you look at the perimeter of this Virginia defense, they should be confident in the one-on-one defensive ability.
Here's Murphy. That's stopped. And Nunes able to recover it. I'm not sure Nunes saw it clean off the stick. School along with midfield. Now Maltz has his man hung up. Nunes comes out of the cage. Left the cage open, able to recover, makes the save. Zinn's got it. Connor McConvey, who's got a hat trick, and shuts the midfielders. McConvey on the shorty. Schellenberger, skip pass, Dixon shot, turned away by Ruppel. The freshman has lived up to the moment today.
He's got 10 saves. Matt Nunes has 10 saves. But I think Ruppel has had to work harder for his 10. I think he's outplayed Nunes.
He has. Schellenberger has been almost a non-factor, and we don't say that often. He'll try here, the bouncer, and again, the defense by Zappatello has been sublime. McNaney. Outside of that Loyola game, which looks more and more like an aberration and an outlier, this Terps team looks poised. Got to make another deep run in May.
You know what's crazy? Look at the midfield. You have Spanos, a redshirt freshman. Whittier, a redshirt freshman.
Solid A. Long goes to work on McNeil, who falls down. Long stakes and is turned away by Nunes.
Nunes needed that one, I think, from a confidence perspective, too, because I thought...
Player
right
today.
now.
He's been the best player on the field. He had the hardest assignment, and this is now not a fluke. 2 games in a row, he's had Connor Schellenberger's number. Ruppel with a shot on goal. It'll stay with Maryland with it. Still plenty of time to shoot. Urksa, saved by Nunes.
The past Maryland explosive offense, if you're Matt Nunes, come up with a stop. Get your team in the mix. And if they get into a tie game here, I think assisted goals for Maryland. They've been able to feed the inside against this Virginia defense.
Here's Geppert, he'll unleash, save, Nunes. It's got some English on it. We got a loose ball push on Maryland. It'll be Virginia ball. Quick restart, Schellenberger to Zinn, launches, save Ruppel, the freshman. It comes back to McConvey. Here's a chance. Another save by Ruppel. Zinn on the rebound. No! Maryland the other way. End to end. Kelly just missed the cage with the low angle.
The freshman Ruppel made 2 incredible stops in front of this crowd on the road. Wow.
Virginia had it set up, unsettled, chaotic. Zinn had a great look. McConvey had a great look.
They had great looks and great shots, but even better saves.
Ruppel, the freshman, fearless in crunch time.
He goes low for that Zinn save, and then McConvey, who has ice in his veins, goes for that far low pipe. Ruppel unconscious. He's made, Virginia has made him work for each and every one. That is an elite stop. Overhand lefty release from McConvey, and then the follow-up by Zinn. He made 3 saves in that flurry. You're a freshman on the road against the #1 team in the nation. Averaging 20 goals a game, you're supposed to be nervous. The stage is supposed to be too big for you. Not for 19 in red.
He looked like Spider-Man. Plays it back up top, Chorus, who's got the 4 goals. Best game of his career. Urksa now. Over to the wing. Kelly shoots and wins it for the Terps.